What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. My mother's also a makeup lover, of course. Okay, this is not the first video that I filmed for you guys, but fingers crossed that nothing goes wrong with this one because my last video wouldn't upload, and I don't know why. So, take two. These are the vibes. I asked my sister to send me some inspo because I knew that I was going to be filming for you guys here on YouTube, and this was a video, this is the picture that she sent me, one of the pictures she sent me. I'll be doing a few of the ones that she sent, but this was her favorite one, so I decided to do this one first. I actually it doesn't have the creator's name on there, so if you know who this is, please let me know so I could tag them because they were the inspiration for this look. And I have no idea who it is. So yeah, I am going to be doing my eyes and my base in today's video and giving you guys the lowdown of why I've been MIA here on YouTube. Nothing really too crazy, but if you guys want an explanation, I swear I'm going to give you one. So yeah, these are the vibes. I'm obsessed with this look. What do you guys think? Of course, I'll do a close-up at the end of the video, so if you really want to see the beauty of the blend, then you're definitely going to want to stay tuned for that. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on in. I'm really tempted to make this darker, but I'm really just trying to keep it more soft, you know? Okay. I know you could see the TV playing in the background, but if I zoom in any closer, you guys are going to be all up in the biz, and I feel like this is pretty in the biz as it is. So, we're gonna ignore that. My daughter is watching Sing. Oh, such a good one. It's so cute, and she dances to it. This brow looks so good today. I'm obsessed. I'm gonna work out any creases real quick before I go in. I did carve out my brows and then I just dragged that product down. I'm going to start by going in with the Maybelline Mitchell color case, the Essentials, and I'm taking this shade right here, which is actually a pretty freaking perfect match to the matte shade I'm going to go in with. If you have any of the color cases, the best way I could recommend to use these is they come with a little brush, so take your spatula and scoop a little bit out, and you don't need a lot, and then literally just warm it up on the back of your hand. So I literally just work it here until it's nice and creamy. I kind of just thin the product out on my hand so that way I could go in with my brush. This is a Luxie 231 brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit. I'm just going to kind of build it up, like, you know, soften it like that. Can you see that? I could like smudged it a little bit this way. And then I'm gonna go like a regular eyeshadow and just kind of start blending it out. Like, these do not have to be scary, and even though it looks really, really dark, look at that. You could really diffuse these. It's a really great product, actually. I want to do a look with the gray one. That's like my least used one. Shockingly, I thought I would use it a lot more because I love a cool tone look, but I tend to reach for the basics and the pastels the most. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay this down where I want it to be the darkest, and I'm just going to go ahead and dust the brush off a little bit and then kind of blend the edges just a smidge. And that's going to blend right into that like base that there's my regular P. Louise primer, excuse me. Coffee makes me burpy. The palette I'm going to be going in with today is the Fyne Art Beauty. This is the Fair Light palette, I believe this one is. It is very, very light, and I feel like that's why I hesitate to reach for it, because I do love a super dark, grungy look. But this is so perfect for this one because this is the darkest shade and it matches the base so well. So I'm going to take the darkest shade here, and this is a little brush. I don't know what brush this is, but I'm just gonna kind of set that cream shadow down. Like, tell me that's not a perfect match. Once this is nice and set down, which really took no effort at all because we already have a nice like cream base down. I have this Makeup Shack T46 brush. It feels kind of loose when you can't tell, but like it's kind of loose, and that was very bothersome to me when I was trying to blend. So I'm going to be really choked up on this brush when usually I'd prefer to be like further back. I don't know. I just find that that's weird. It looks a little weird. I'm going to take 2 separate shades to start. I'm going to take shade F09 right here mixed with F30. The one's kind of red and one's kind of yellow, so it'll make it a little bit more neutral. I was looking more for like warmth and depth at the same time, but I didn't want too much warmth. I didn't want too much depth. But actually, this looks pretty good. That darker shade's a little bit more cool toned, so I feel like this worked out really nice. And this is a very fluffy brush, which usually I wouldn't go for a super fluffy brush right away. I just really needed to diffuse these edges out, you know? Like, look at how effortless and stunning. I'm going to take this She's very excited. I'm going to take this Jessup 227 Luxe Soft Definer brush. So it's kind of like a paddle brush, but it's fluffy. And I'm going to take shade F28, which is more of like a cool tone, like a very light cool tone shade, right here, because I'm doing like contour kind of. So just like right here in this brow area, just like on my face, you see, like right here. Like if I was gonna do nose contour, I would just go straight down. I'm just gonna use a little bit of shadow because the center of my face is already primed with like carving up my brows, so I could go right in and start my nose contour. That was the vibe. I'm gonna take shade F14, which is like pretty close to my skin tone. It's a little bit pinky. And I'm just gonna soften the edge here. And soften the contour here. Highlight the brow bone here. You really don't think these little details make a difference, but I feel like they make all the difference in the finished product. Just seamless, perfect, smooth. The Fyne formula is so nice. Like, look at that. Once I'm happy with that blend, I am going to take a little bit of my P. Louise Cut Carver just because I am going to go in with a white base and I really want that nice crisp line. So I'm just going to go ahead and clean up a little bit. Whenever I'm cutting my crease, I always like to look straight ahead. And that way when my eyes are open, I know I'm gonna want that color to be right above my crease. Even though like I have a pretty large crease area. Take a Q-tip, wet it, and then trace the line that I already drew. I'm going to take this shade here, which is just slightly pink. Really, you could just go in with a white if you wanted to. Do the same thing as before. I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand. And I'm going to take the flat side of this and really just fill in that blank space. And then I'm going to take this just little like thick packing brush, pick up the rest of that product. And then I'm just going to go over everything and make sure it's all nice and evenly distributed. And then going right in with my Makeup Murder Pastel Poison pigment, Pastel Poison Neon Pigment. That is a doozy. I'm going to take this Peaches and Cream PC11 brush, which is a fluffy packing brush. I'm going to really coat the brush. And then just go to town. Make sure every inch of this is set and coated. I'm going to take a little bit of the darkest shade that I use, which is F25. I'm going to blend those edges. And then I will take shade F9 and F30, which are the two mid shades that I blended together. I'm going to blend it right between that dark and light shade. I'm going to take some more of that dark cream shade out of the color case, just on a really thick, this is a Morphe E11 brush, so it's a nice liner brush. And I'm going to stamp this across the lash line. Across, not across. Across. I know English. There are tons of super, super really pretty shimmers in here, but I'm just going to take the lightest amount of this shade. It's like so pearlescent, but I'm just gonna try very hard to just gently get some of that glitter on the lid. I don't want it to be super opaque, you know? I'm gonna start by taking the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. And I also wanted to kind of, okay, this is take 2, okay? I filmed a whole nother video for you guys, and I edited it, and then I went to upload it onto YouTube, and it wouldn't process. So, I don't know. I left it there for like a week, and it just like didn't upload, didn't process. So I got really frustrated, and I was like, you know what? It might have been a mistake on my end. So I tweaked some of my settings, and figured I would just film another video, try again, because I already like wasn't posting for a while because I was planning on posting that video. I took the time to edit it and everything. I was just over it. But I wanted to come back onto YouTube with like this super beautiful, colorful look, and I was so excited. I'm going to take some of this Hourglass Ambient Glow Foundation. This one's in the shade Ambient 3. I think this one's kind of yellow. I can't remember. Oh yeah, she's yellow. She's yellow. Mix it with a little bit of my Pro Pigment in blue. Give her a little mixy poo. That's gonna make it more neutral rather than yellow. That's still really dark, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I need white. I need white. Honestly, I'm so bad at shade matching that if I didn't have like these mixing pigments to adjust the colors, I'd be out of so much money, because I do it every single time. It's so hard to find a good shade match. I would always prefer it to be a little bit more lighter than darker, because I could always fix it when it's lighter, but when it's darker, my setting powder just makes it real dark. I look crazy. While I work this in with my little spongy poo here, which, look at that shade, girl. The reason why I was MIA here on YouTube is because my laptop broke and I could not afford to replace it. And then we got our taxes. And I convinced my husband to spend the money to buy me a new laptop. And he did. Shout out to my husband. He's a real one. And like I said, I've tried filming another video for you guys. I don't know what happened. So yeah. My kids went through a Wally phase. So we have like a bunch of different types of Wallies in here. And they were playing with them last night before bed, and so they were still in my room. And of course my daughter has to pick the loudest toy to entertain her right now. But she's doing it with the cutest little freaking smile on her face. So we're gonna ignore that. I had to confiscate the Wally. She was not letting me get a word in. She's pissed now. What was I saying? If you follow me on any of my other social medias, I was still like semi-posting, but I feel like I just don't really prefer posting on TikTok as much as I did prior to them like banning it, you know? It's just like it's a different place. I don't know. I just feel like the videos don't do the same as they used to. So it's like very discouraging to like post over on TikTok. But I still do love posting on like Instagram and stuff, like all my pictures and tagging brands, and brands are so active and they're like always like engage and comment and stuff, and it's like it's so nice and like encouraging, you know what I mean? So yeah, so I was still kind of like semi-posting, but I wasn't like posting as much as I previously did before I got pregnant. So yeah, so I'm hoping to at least start like posting more often now that my daughter's bigger. I'm no longer breastfeeding, so like I'm no longer like as on demand. Plus all of my boys, my big boys, are in school, so I don't really have to like worry about the noise level, which most people don't care about. I'm looking for a brush for my nose cutter. Most people don't care about it, but I do. I like my videos to be very aesthetically pleasing, and I feel like all of my kids continuously fighting in the background is not very aesthetically pleasing, you know? Like I don't enjoy like having that in my videos. So I definitely try to film and stuff when my kids are preoccupied at school. My husband, when he knows that I want to film, he'll take them to the park. Like, supportive king there. I had the lamp on in the background. My daughter turned it off, so if it's very dark in the back, I'll fix that later. But yeah. So yeah, there was like not really any crazy reason why I was not posting besides that I just didn't have a computer to edit my videos on, and I do now. And it didn't work on my last video, so hopefully this one goes up. I'm gonna do my blush first today because I'm gonna be mixing some blushes out of the Curve Case Collective. I kind of was experimenting with it, as you can see, because I'm gonna take some of this purple, and I'm gonna take some of this light shade. Should I do the pink? Yeah, I think I'll take actually some of this pink shade here. Ma'am, here's the purple shade. And now here is it mixed with the pink. It's just much lighter, much better for my skin tone. It's gonna have very subtle hints of purple. Oh, that's so pretty. That was loud. Was that loud? Oh my god, that's so pretty. Never talk to me again. Perfect. Honestly, I probably could have went in with that after. Concealer. I'm gonna mix the Juivas Place and the OneSize Beauty. I'm just gonna put this super bright one. This is a very full coverage concealer, so I don't really need a lot of it. Just like that. Oop, that was too much. That was too much. I just really want to highlight these certain areas. So I'm just going to add that a little bit, if you see. I also like my nose to be super highlighted, super bright. I'm going to set my face with the Makeup Forever setting powder. I really wish that I had more to give you guys. Like, I don't do much. I'm a stay-at-home mom, you know? Like, I take care of my kids, I take care of my house. Like, I don't really do much. So, yeah, I'm very living the dream over here, you know? But, I would love to know, like, now that I'm back to filming, what kind of content do you guys want to see? You want to see base tutorials? I mean, of course, you know, that's the content that I like to film is like makeup tutorials, but like, do you guys want to see the full beat? Do you want to see just the eyes? Like, let me know. I got that everywhere. I'm going to take some of this Ciate London pink. My nose is pretty dry, so if we're going to ignore how much powder's on my face. My nose is pretty dry, so in the up close, if you see that, no, you didn't. You didn't see anything. Taking the L'Oreal Infallible Bronzer, by the way. Yeah, so my sister, she sent me some inspo, and she said that this particular look was her fave, and so I decided to do this one first because that's my best friend right there. Now, the reason why I got all mixy-matchy with the creams is because I wanted it to match this Unearthly Sleepover blush. And tell me that doesn't look like the same thing. Perfection. This is shade Charmed. I went on Unearthly's website and I kind of was like going through their stuff, seeing what they still have. The one thing is that I noticed that they always tend to launch things like limited edition, so I wasn't sure what they might still have, what they don't have. So I didn't see the sleepover collection on their website anymore, but this is like such a unique colored blush because it's very, very light, but it's purple, so I thought it was just so fun. So yeah, I didn't see this one on there, so if I like put something in my description and I don't put the link, it's probably because there isn't a link to put, like it's discontinued, or I just like can't find it. Most of the time I'm searching, girl. So yeah, keep that in mind. but like this is stunning. Tell me that's not stunning. My daughter fell asleep, so I was able to turn the TV off. I'm going to take the Blend Bunny Noctilucent highlighter because I needed a gorgeous, gorgeous purple. I was thinking far out. Yeah. Can you see that? I feel like whenever I do this side, the light is like directly here, so you could always see it better on this side. Yes, ma'am. Before I set my face, I'm gonna take some of the Blend Bunny XLS Celestial Cheek Glaze. And I'm just gonna kind of soften that purple into my blush a little bit. And just like right here, I'm really, really glazing my face. I don't know if you could see that. Lip combo. I wanted something more plummy, more purple, so I'm gonna take this Nabi Lip Pencil in the shade Grape. Did you guys see my little mirror? It's giving Betty Boop vibes, isn't it? Because it's like has a purple undertone, but it's still like warm, dark. So I always try to like post and do things that I enjoy seeing, because then I think that you guys would enjoy seeing those things. I'm gonna put a little bit of brown under my eyes and probably some white in my waterline. I'm gonna take this Unearthly lipstick in the shade Olivia. So cute. And then you know what? JCat Beauty sent me a little PR package with some lip glosses. This is their Space Blast Iridescent Lip Gloss in the shade Nova Flash. Look at my eyes and then look at this lip gloss and tell me it's not perfect. Okay, so I just went ahead and I finished everything up, styled my hair, threw on my accessories, and this is the completed look. I feel like the lip combo does go so well with the eyes. I would definitely wear this like on like an occasion, you know, to go out for some reason. Let me know what you guys think of the video, just in general, just like the quality of the video. I definitely do want to add some more lighting to my background. That's just a little bit difficult because I do have a very, very handsy 1-year-old, and if like I put something back there, like a light back there, I guarantee you she's gonna knock that shit over. So I'm still kind of like trying to figure out how exactly that I want to light the background. But other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with like these videos, like the past 2 videos. Besides like the background lighting, I've been pretty happy with like the quality of the video. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions, not only on the makeup, like I said, but on the video quality. I really hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me, and if you like my content. Without further ado, we're gonna go right on ahead, roll the clip.